Good evening, V.O.W family. It's your girl, Alicia Wanshell. I am coming to talk about a few things tonight. I missed you guys. I have been away. I've been working on editing my videos. I've also been working very hard. I just want to talk to you guys about domestic violence. It's still going on, guys. It's still happening. It's a lot of it going on. First, I want to ask that you please like, share with your family and friends, and please, if you have not already, please make sure that you subscribe. Okay, I would really appreciate it. It would mean so much to me. All right, guys, please, again, make sure you like, share with your family and friends, and subscribe. Okay, now what I wanted to talk about is that we've been talking about domestic violence, and since we've last spoken about it, guys, guess what? It happened again. It happened again to another beautiful family right here in the ATL. There was a young mother who was 8 months pregnant, and her 16-year-old son. They apparently were shot and killed by her boyfriend. He allegedly barricaded himself in their home as the police tried to save the victims. The victims were shot and killed by the boyfriend. He then shot and killed himself. One officer did attempt to go inside and save the family. However, he was shot twice. There was also another officer who was also shot. You know, guys, this is a very sad story. There is nothing in this world to cause someone, or to justify someone shooting another person. Okay, if the relationship is not working out, move on. There's plenty of women out here. There's plenty of men out here. Move on. There was another story as well that happened right maybe a week or so before that particular story. It might have been 2 weeks. A beautiful young lady was lured to the bank by her boyfriend. She thought that he was giving her money. However, instead, he shot her in the head. And unfortunately, she lost her life. And she left behind 4 beautiful, I think it was 3 beautiful daughters and a son. So, that was a tragic ending as well. Ladies, listen, we have to be mindful with the type of people we're getting involved with. We have to be mindful of the relationships that we are getting involved with. I know that you can't look at a person and tell, if they're, violent or not. But I do believe there are signs to whether a person is, okay, or whether you're getting yourself into a bad relationship. So I think it's very important that you pay attention to those signs and take heed. Okay, if you notice that person has a very bad temper off the bat, don't go any further into that relationship. Stop it right there. If you notice that person is disrespectful to other women or to their mother, don't get involved in that relationship. Don't go any further. Stop. Because if they're disrespecting other women or their own mother, they're going to disrespect you as well. If you notice that person is very controlling, don't go any further in that relationship. You're going to be miserable. If the person has a really bad jealousy issue, that's going to be a big problem. They're going to be accusing you of sleeping with people that you're not sleeping with. They're going to be accusing you of doing things that you're not doing, and that could possibly cause you to get hurt. Because they think that you're doing something that you're not doing. So, ladies, please, pay attention to those things and make sure that you are not getting into any unhealthy relationships, because you're not the only one that's being impacted by these relationships. It's also your kids. Your kids are also being impacted. There are stories where, sometimes, the boyfriend end up molesting the child. That has happened to me. Okay, that has happened to me growing up, and that has also happened to my oldest daughter. Now, I'm gonna say this: we have to stop leaving our kids alone with the boyfriends, because we don't know what them boyfriends are doing while we're gone. Okay, that's important. Now, I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but I've heard a lot of horror stories. I'm gonna tell you that I've heard a lot of horror stories. Every time I look in the news, there's some boyfriend who have molested the child. And so we just want to make sure that we're being careful with leaving our child home alone with these males. That's very important. So I would recommend that, you find someone that you really trust to look after your child while you're away. Or if you're just going to the store, going shopping, take the child with you. It doesn't take much to load the child up in the car. It's better than leaving them in harm's way for them to be molested and touched. Okay, so that's important, because I'm going to tell you something. I was left home alone with my mom's boyfriend when I was little. It was on a Saturday morning. I remember it like it was yesterday. And he did inappropriate things to me. See, they left a door wide open and gave this man an opportunity to do as he pleased with me. So, to prevent that from happening with your child, please make sure you take him with you. Especially if you're just going to the store or around the corner, it doesn't take long for a child to be groped, or for them to be touched, or for them to be shown how to do certain things. Okay, so make sure you are taking your children with you. Trust me, it does not take long for a male or a man, and it's not only men that's doing these things, guys. Don't get it twisted. It's women also. Women also. I just read a story just last week. A woman had been molesting this child since he was 10. It was two of them, since they were 10 years old, and they just came forward and told. She was their babysitter now. Babysitter. So it's not only men that's doing these things. You hear about teachers doing it all the time. Female teachers. They're supposed to be teaching the child, but instead they're molesting them, having relationships with them and stuff. So we have to be careful, guys. We have to be careful. You can't trust everybody. Everybody is not trustable. So, make sure that you are speaking with your children, asking them questions. Keep that open communication with them, as I always say, because you want to make sure there's no hanky-panky going on and no low-down dirty stuff, okay? Because, right now, with the world that we're living in, it's happening a lot. It's happened a lot back in the days, but let me tell you, it's getting worse. It is getting worse, and people are getting bolder, because they're doing things right up under your nose nowadays. So please, ladies, please make sure that you are taking your children with you. It doesn't matter who it is, because and I'm quite sure that now most of the time the kids are molested by somebody they know. They are molested by somebody they know. Usually somebody close to the family or somebody in the family. And it's sad to say, but it's true. It is sad. I've heard people being molested by grandfather, uncles, cousins, you name it. There was a story too that I read about a couple of weeks ago, where there was a friend of the family who used to go over to the house 3 to 4 times a week just to molest this child. Just to molest this child. He went over there 3 to 4 times a week. Y'all, that is so sad to me. that a person will go there and take a child's innocence when there's plenty of women out here in the world. Plenty of women. Why would you want to mess with a child and take her innocence? Okay? You have women who are willing to lay down at no cost. At no cost. But instead you rather take a child's innocence. Why do you guys think that is so so, how can I put it? So it's happening so much nowadays. Why do you guys think that's happening so much? What makes a male or a man want to sleep with a child? I mean, a child, that is not attractive. That would, I mean, how does a child turn a grown man on? Can somebody answer that for me? I don't understand it. You know, I'm hearing stories of little babies, 10 months, being molested. Can't even walk, and they're being molested. So ladies, watch your children. Watch your children. It doesn't matter if they're a girl or boy. Watch them. Because boys are being molested as well. They are being molested as well. It doesn't matter. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. So please make sure you are being mindful when you're stepping out the house. If you have a job, get proper care for the kids. Get proper care. Watch who you're leaving them around. Okay? I wanted to talk to you guys about this while I was doing my makeup, but that was an epic fail. So I do apologize about that. It started off well, but ended horrible because the video, apparently I didn't have enough storage, so it caused an error with the video recording. So we'll try that another time. But I do want you guys to just, make sure that you're talking with the kids about these things. Talk to your boys. I always say talk to your boys. Let them know it's not right to touch children, and make sure that they're not doing any inappropriate touching. Make sure they're not touching girls against their will, because that is a major offense. They can get in serious trouble about that. And then make sure you're talking to your girls. Make sure you talk to them, encourage them to speak up, and let someone know if something is happening that shouldn't be. Make sure they reach out to somebody. If they're afraid to say something, encourage them to go to someone that they can trust, a friend or someone, because we have to start speaking up about these things, because if you're not speaking up, then we're just giving that person another opportunity to violate someone else, and we want to prevent that from happening. So we want to make sure that we are definitely speaking up about these things. Don't hold it as a secret or anything like that. Don't be afraid. Talk about it. Talk about it. Okay? So please encourage your children to talk about it, because now, if you notice, you have a lot of adults coming forward about these situations that have taken place when they were young, and now they're like, gosh, some of the people are in their 40s, So, you definitely want to make sure that you are encouraging them not to wait that long. Talk about it tell somebody right away. Okay? Because we don't want it to happen to anybody else. Just like that doctor, I don't know if you guys remember that story, but he was molesting the little girls who were on the, I think they were on the Olympic team or something. And when one came forward, more came forward. You see what I'm saying? But if that one had said something right away, it could have prevented others from being violated. So, that goes for me too, because when I was molested when I was young, I didn't say anything to anybody because I was afraid, because the man who molested me had beat my mother so bad. And when he beat her in front of us, and I was crying. I remember that because that was just a terrifying moment. I was crying, and that man looked at me and told me that if I didn't shut up, he was going to beat me like he was beating my mother. That traumatized me. It really did. And so, but I just want to say that it's better to say something to someone than to keep stuff like that a secret, because somebody else can get hurt even worse. Somebody else can get hurt even worse, guys. So please make sure you encourage your children to speak up, okay? And I like to say, my saying is, let your voices be heard. Let your voices be heard, ladies. It's time to speak up and stand up against this domestic violence, against this sexual assault, against this molestation. It's time to stand up, okay? Now, that's that. Another thing what I wanted to talk about was a lot of times when we get involved in relationships, abusive relationships, the men tend to try to make the woman feel, how can I put it, devalued. They try to make the woman feel less of a person. A lot of times the woman is put down, they're degraded, called names, and things of that such. And I just want to say that, ladies, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. Please do not believe the lies that were told to you by some of these abusive men. Okay? I remember in my my marriage with my ex-husband, he used to say things like, look at you, who gonna want you, and just all kind of things. When I lost a lot of weight, he would say things like, your butt flat, and all, just stupid stuff, guys. And if you're not careful, you will start believing those things. But I just want to encourage you to know who you are. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are somebody. Know that you are strong. You are powerful. And just make sure that you are loving you. Make sure that you are, taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you are giving yourself some self-love. Spend quality time with you. Spend some time with your children. Get to know who you are, okay? Now, ladies, I don't care how big you are beautiful, okay? You are beautiful no matter what anyone has said to you or told you. You are beautiful. Now, I do want to say this. Although, you are beautiful, we still want to make sure that we are healthy, right? We want to make sure that we are in good shape, because it's not healthy for us to be overweight. So I myself am going to start a lifestyle change maybe in a couple of weeks or so, and I want you ladies to join me, okay? As I go through this transformation, I have a lot of weight to lose. I know it, I've tried a number of times and it has been challenging, but I'm going to continue to try until I reach my goal. So I do want you ladies to please join me on my weight loss journey. It is about being healthy, and it's about being fit. Okay, we want to be able to have we want to be able to live long and have like a longevity life, to be able to enjoy our children, to be able to enjoy our grandchildren, and just to be able to enjoy life, period. So please make sure that you get connected Make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me. There will be some days where I may take you along to the Whole Food store as I, you know, purchase like organic foods, healthier foods, because there are some things that we put in our bodies that are it's just not healthy. White flour, that's not healthy. Sugars, that's not healthy. Pastas, what else? Sodas. Let me tell you, there was a time in my life where I drink sodas just about every day, and it is so harmful to your teeth, guys. It is very harmful to your teeth. So we have to be careful with what we're putting in our bodies, because not only does that stuff have like it causes us to gain weight, but it also causes, like different illnesses. Like I remember there was a time when I used to lose so much blood. If I ate a certain thing, I would lose so much blood. It was crazy. So, since I had changed my way of eating, it stopped. And then, of course, I picked up those bad habits again, and then it started again. But, to my surprise, I haven't really had that problem. And I think it's been over a year now. It's been over a year. But what I had done was I had started I'm going to tell you what I did. I did the green smoothie cleanse. That's what I did. I did a green smoothie cleanse. And man, I felt amazing. I felt amazing. Man, that thing, man, it had me looking so good. I was looking good. I was feeling good. So what I've decided to do was I decided to do it again. I'm going to do it again, and this time I'm going to try to stick to it. Now, the key, guys, is that you don't want to, I'm going to tell you this. Once you start it, don't stop. Don't quit it. Try to stick to it, because once you mess up, that, you'll mess up again. That's what happened to me. I messed up one time, then it happened again. I messed up again and again and again until it was just, I got to a point to where I just said, forget it. So, we want to make sure that we're being dedicated to our goal. We want to make sure that we stick to our plan until we reach our goal, ladies. Okay. So that's something that I am going to be doing again in about the next 3 or 4 weeks. I'll say the next 3 or 4 weeks, okay? Because I have put on a whole lot of weight over the years, and it's not healthy. I've been feeling a lot of pressure in my left arm. I've been having like muscle spasms. I've been having chest pains. I've been having excruciating headaches. So I definitely want to, those are not good signs. So I definitely want to make sure that I get myself in good shape, because, you don't want to mess around and have any strokes or heart attacks or aneurysms or anything like that. I've seen a lot of people pass away from those things, and so we want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, ladies, right? So please, ladies, please join me as I start my weight loss journey, and I hope some of you will start it with me. We can encourage and motivate each other. What else did I want to talk about? Also too, guys, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was uploading videos a lot more often. However, I have slacked a little bit because I have been working on editing my videos. I'm learning how to edit videos. Okay, so that's what I've been working on. I will start uploading videos more often. I really want to grow my V.O.W family. that is so important to me, because I want to reach as many women as possible. I know there's a lot of women out there who have been through abusive relationships, and there's a lot of women who are going through it right now. It's evident because we're losing so many women to domestic violence right now today. Every day I look in the news, somebody have lost their life. So ladies, it's time for us to pull together and let's reach out to someone who needs us, because there are women out there who's hurting right now. There's somebody child out there who's being hurt right now. So let's reach out and connect with these women. Some women are afraid to reach out for help. And again, I said it before, sometimes it's a matter of a woman feeling intimidated by the abuser, or it's a matter of the woman, just, simply feeling sorry for the abuser. And a lot of times that right there alone can cause a person to, stay in a relationship simply because they're feeling sorry for them. And that's not healthy. It is not healthy. So, because you have to think about you and your children first, right? So we want to make sure that we're reaching out to, there may be somebody that who's being hurt right now. Now, true indeed, we cannot make a person get out of an abusive relationship, but make sure that you're there encouraging them and you're talking to them and, just letting them know how much you love them. Because, man, it's just so sad to see someone going through these abusive relationships. I know how it feels. And so to see someone else go through it and not know how to, get out of that situation, it's like you're being trapped in a place you don't want to be, but you have no way out. Just think about that feeling. So definitely make sure that you are reaching out to someone. If you notice someone that and they're acting strange or something, or they've been isolated, like you haven't seen them as much, start talking to them. Because a lot of times when a person is in an abusive relationship, they've been isolated because the person don't want them to go anywhere. They don't want them to be around family and friends, so you have to start reaching out to them. Just start asking questions. Hey girl, everything okay? I ain't seen you in a while. What's going on? Talk to them. Guys, we have to stop being so how can I put it? So standoffish. Some of you guys are so standoffish, come on now. We gotta do better. We have really got to do better. So please make sure you are reaching out to someone. There's a lot of people out here who need some help. A lot of women. Stop being, a lot of times I see a lot of mess on Facebook. Instead of sharing mess, share something encouraging. Share something encouraging that's going to help somebody. Like a woman who's going through an abusive relationship. Okay, ladies? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Please make sure that you are reaching out to somebody, okay? I did have another story to share with you guys. Real quick. I just came across two stories. One story was, guys, get this. The man killed his wife and two children because he thought his wife was having an affair with his brother. He thought his wife was having an affair with his brother. Now, so he shot his wife, and then they say he shot his 7-year-old and 5-year-old because they reminded him of his wife. Now, he spared his 3-year-old daughter's life because she apparently reminded him of himself. And then he proceeded to go look for his brother, and on his way to get at his brother, there was a guy, I guess, on his way, he shot and killed him. as he was trying to get to his brother. So listen, guys, crazy people. There was another story where the guy went there and shot and killed his girlfriend and killed her 6-year-old daughter and her aunt. And that took place in Florida. Now all of this just happened. I just read it tonight. And I just thought about that, guys. I'm sorry. I would have, talked about it earlier, but I just thought about it. It had slipped my mind. But guys, so, as I mentioned, this is really serious. This domestic violence thing is serious. So please make sure that you are, connecting to the right people. Make sure you are connecting to the right people. Okay. So, that's all that I have for tonight, ladies. Please make sure you subscribe. Give me some thumbs up, okay? Thumbs up. And share with your family and friends. Make sure you're liking the videos. Again, my channel is work in progress. It's work in progress, but it will get better, okay? So I do want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch this video. I hope you guys will join me again. I will start doing live videos sooner or later. But for now, I hope you guys have a beautiful night and have a fabulous week. Good night.